Hi, so this is our second instructional in constructing a fugue. If you remember in the first video that we did, we constructed a subject and answer and stated that in every voice. And also at the end of that, I looked at the harmonic construction of my subject and I just put the chord names there: chord 1, chord 4, chord 1, chord 4, 5, and 1. So today is all about constructing our counter subject, which is kind of our harmonic interest to everything that we're doing in our statement. So let's have a look at this. We are in the key of F major in our subject there. So we're going to continue on this line here on our soprano line while the alto states the answer in the dominant, which is the dominant of F is C major. So let's have a look at this. Now, if we are in chord 1 here, right, this is chord 1 of C major of the dominant. What we're going to do here is find some chord tones that work with each of these. And it's a really simple activity because we can say over here, I'm going to just draw a text box to make it a little bit easier. All right, so if we're in C major, chord 1, the triad based on chord 1 would be C, E, G. Chord 4 would be F, A, C. And chord 5 would be G, B, remember that's B natural, and D. All right, so knowing that, I have it, it's just kind of like colouring in here for the start. I'm just going to play some chord tones and then look at something interesting that we can do. So first step, I'm going to place, I've got two chord tones here. I've got C and G. So if I take away C, because that's already being stated, I've got the possibility of placing an E or a G. So let's try, up here, let's try putting in some chord tones just for fun. All right, so how about I go 2 crotchets and I'm going to go a G and an E. Okay, so I've got my chord looked after. Look at my triad there. I've got C, E, and G. I'm going to have no unisons, and unisons are kind of wasted opportunities in this. So then I've got chord 4. I've got F, A, and C. Okay, so if I look at chord 4 here, I've got an A. And I've got an F. So let's just place a crotchet here of, if I'm using F and A, how about I chuck a C in there? All right, and then when I go to chord 1, I have a choice. I've got a G there, so let's cancel him out. I can put a C or an E. Well, let's just try that. I've already got a C there. And we've got this interesting little shape here. Now, chord 1, let's keep going. Chord 1, I've got a C. Oh, I've got an E and a G. How about I put a C in there? Yeah. Now I've got chord 4. Ba-da-da-da. So how about I've got an F and although it's a passing note, I've got a C there. How about I chuck an A there? Yeah. And then chord 5, D, B natural, and C. Chord 5, D and B natural. Well, I've got D and B. I've got a G there. And chord 1, I can put an E in. Or, I could make that a G or an E. But let's just have some fun with this and put an E in there. So, this will work by itself. It'll sound kind of pleasing. Let's have a quick listen to it. Just that subject and answer. All right. So this is kind of cool. There's room to zhuzh this and make it kind of really to get that polyphony really working. And the more interest that we create in this, we'll get that constant feeling of action and movement, and that's what the Baroque period is all about. So let's have a look. How about I've already got some quavers here, so let's make a keep our crotchet there. But you know how I've got a E and a G there? Let's work how we're going to get from E to C. So we're kind of always looking ahead, seeing what kind of opportunities we have with passing notes. So for instance, if I was going to go to C, there's a myriad of opportunities. I can go da 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 da, or da da da, or da da da, or you know, whatever you like. But how about I mirror this idea of the 4 semiquavers, and we'll just really take that B natural, yeah, all right, and then I've got 2 quavers. Yeah, and I can keep that crotchet there, and then let's preempt this dotted kind of figure here with a dotted quaver as well. Da da. Now I've already got a G happening there, so how about I make that C? All right. Now I've got a chord 1 and I've got that dotted quaver. Let's leave him alone. And then I've got 4 semiquavers. We can leave him alone. Yep. How about I have a dotted quaver there? Da da da. So I've got to get from that G to E. So I can just put in a passing note of an F natural. Let's see how this sounds. Yeah. All right. So the next step is we can continue. We can continue with some harmony here. We can either just stick to 2 voices, or we can have 3 voices playing at the same time, which is kind of cool. We've got some fun things that we can do here. So we've got chord 1 4 1 4 5 1. So this is a statement of our subject. Let's give the soprano a little bit of a rest at the moment and have a look at the alto. So now what we could do is just have same thing, chord tones. So if I go, let's just chuck a minim in there. All right, chord 4, I've got a crotchet there before it changes again. So I've got chord 4 of F major. So chord 1 is F, A, and C. So F, A, and C, because we are back in F major, we're stating the subject in F major. So chord 4, B flat, D, and F. And then finally chord 5, C, E, and G. All right, so let's have a look at this. I've got chord 1, C, covered. Chord 4, let's find a crotchet. Now I'm going do, do. How about I just choose an F, because that looks after, or I'll take that down an octave. Da, da, because we're being kind to the altos here. All right, and then chord 1, da, da, da. How about an A? All right, and then chord 1 again, and then chord 4, da 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 da. I'll just make that an F, because I'm, yep, da 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 da, do, do, do. Do, do, do. Right. So I'm just doing that. I've got a C, a G, and an E, and an F, and an A. So chord 5, C, E, G, F, and an A. Let's have a listen right from the top. I love that little melody line there. Bum, dum, 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 dum. It's kind of cool. All right, so now you could actually continue that there. Da, 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 as a little bit of an answer. But what I'd like to do here is start transitioning to using our bass notes, our root notes, and constructing our harmonic development in the bass note, in the bass part particularly. The bass has done its job by stating the subject. So let's have a look at our chord structure there. Remember, we are back in the key, the tonality of C major here. So let's just put our bass notes here. So chord 1 of C, and it goes for a minimum. How about I go like this and put a C, Bo, C, and then chord 4 of C is F. Okay, and then chord 1 of C is C, and then chord 1 is C, chord 4 is F, chord 5 is G, and chord 1 is C. All right, so when you've got this kind of thing here, you've got only quavers and crotchets and minims and crotchets. We can have a little bit of movement here, so let's just keep that in the back of our mind. So playing now. Yeah. All right. So we've got let's fill some have some fun with this alto line here. So over here, because it's quite busy in the soprano, let's just think about putting something quite simple here. But our opportunity, I'm really excited by this bar because I think there's something that we can put in here that's got some movement, and we're filling our space with movement. All right, let's go. Da 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 da. Da da da. Right, and then we've got that dotted quaver kind of idea here. So let's put that. Ba, da, ba. And then we've got another dotted quaver. Da, ba. And then I've got a C, a G. Let's use the E there. Oh, we could just take that one. Da 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 da. All right, and now I'm just going to make that nice and simple. Da. Now I've got Fs, so it's quite stark there. Let's put an A in there, and then G, D, da da da, B natural, and I've got two C's there. Let's make that a G, just nice, and putting in the dominant there. All right, let's have a listen. So as you can see, we're starting to inject a little bit of movement into this, and it's really, it's really taking shape, and it's got its own. Each voice here is stating its subject and answer, and it's got its own little bit of spirit as well. And we can, you can see that this is quite a strong, bold kind of melody here. And then it changes character automatically, very, very quickly, rapidly, and then you've got these kind of ideas coming through here. So this is going to be a fun little project. So what I'd like you to continue doing is following that process of coming up with counter melodies and counterpoint, and also placing some in the bass, taking the opportunity to go into the bass clef and putting in our root notes as we did there. All right, so we could put an F, C, F, C, F, F, B flat, C, F, and that would be quite simple. Now, over this kind of idea here, you could put in, say, a pedal note for 8 beats. You could put a double semi-breve in there, or a breve, and that would go, that could just be over, over the dominant, or over the right up high, or it could be the tonic there. The choice is yours, and it's all going to sound great as long as you follow those really, really simple rules. You've got something to go by. All right. So next time we're going to fill this in and finish this up, and then go on to doing some episodes and looking at our opportunities to create different episodes. All right. See you then. Bye.